Hi, I'm wondering if anyone can help me. I'm having trouble working something out. This morning, my teacher asked the class, what do all of these objects have in common? Then she showed us some pictures. The first one was of scissors. The second one was of a wheelbarrow. Then a hammer pulling out a nail. A random man on a seesaw. A bike handlebrake. And then a pair of nail clippers. What on earth could all of these things have in common?
Oh, I know. These objects are all levers.
You're right. Let's have a closer look at the seesaw to get some more information. Let's start by having a look at our friend on the left here. His name is Toby, but for the point of this, we're going to call him the load. The aim of the seesaw is to lift the load up to a higher point than where it started. However, Toby is pretty heavy, probably too heavy for any of us to lift up. So instead, we push down, creating force on the opposite end of the seesaw. This is where a certain part of the seesaw becomes very important. This middle part here is called the fulcrum. This is where the seesaw balances so that force on one end can make the load on the other end move. Okay, that kind of makes sense for the seesaw, but how are scissors a lever? Great question. Well, the scissors are a little bit different. The load is no longer a weight that needs to be lifted. Instead, it's the movement that needs to happen for us to cut paper. The force is our fingers pushing and pulling the handle of the scissors, and the fulcrum is the part in the middle where the blades cross with the handles. Does that make sense?
Yes!
Great! Now it's your turn. Work together with your class to label this lever. Remember, there are 3 things that you need to label. The load, which is the object that you want to move, the force, which is the push or pull that makes the movement happen, and the fulcrum, which is the pivot point in the middle.
Created using Powtoon.